Hi guys, so this morning I'm going to be trying out my little Nordic microwave bunt set. I picked this up on HSN, so any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items to those links. It's relatively inexpensive for what you get here. You get the little bowl, the mixing bowl, you get a spatula and it has the Nordic Ware logo on there, and then you get the 4 little bunts, and these are little guys. I mean, I don't know if you can see the size of my hand compared to, right? Super cute. And so what they're saying is that you can use any mug recipe. There are tons online. I have a mug book that I think I ordered on Amazon before. I had to go find that. But for right now, it comes with a recipe that is really nice. It seems like it'll work really well. I just don't have butterscotch sauce, so what they're asking for there. I do have caramel sauce. I thought that might work, but butterscotch sauce, like you put on, I guess, a sundae. It's a little thick. I don't really want to replace it with something that's like thin and watery, so I'm not going to use that recipe, but I did find one. Again, just online. I'll have the link to it. It's this one here. And I thought it'd be cute to make a Funfetti Mug Cake. So we're going to start off just basic stuff. Flour, baking powder. So, not all mug cakes are made alike, right? Some make a bigger mug, some make smaller. I don't know how much this is going to be putting it in here. I might have to double it. Maybe it looks fine just the way it is. So I'm going to start off with just what it is. But again, do whatever you like. It seems like most of the time the recipes ask for about a 1/4 cup of flour. Yeah, even the recipe that they have in their little recommendation here. So I've already washed these out, so I'm just going to pick the one I want. I'm going to start off with 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And just, I don't want to pack it in, but I'm going to put that in here. I do have my coffee going. Sorry, guys, if you hear little weird noises there, too. I'm not being super technical with this. 3... 4. This one's gonna be a little bit lighter because that last one was a little bit heavy on the flour. So we have our 4 tablespoons, and we need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and that's all-purpose flour. Again, I'll have the link for the recipe there. 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. And people ask me all the time, like even yesterday, I think I had shown this in a haul, and someone asked me if I can give them the item number. The link is in the description box, okay? So the description box, I know I'm filming this kind of funny because I'm over here in front of it, but should be at the bottom right under the title. Okay, you can expand that and the information will be there. So we did the baking powder, 2 teaspoons white sugar, which I forgot to grab, but it's right here. I'll just get that. Keeping this little Turkish sugar holder. Okay, so 2 teaspoons white sugar. 3 tablespoons fat-free milk. I'm not going to bring the milk out quite yet. Well, actually, I guess everything else that's left is watery or liquid. So let me go ahead and do that. My husband laughs. I'm the type of person, if I have cold stuff, I get it going and then I get home and I put it away. I don't like leaving cold things out, so I didn't want to bring the milk sitting out here. And she does say fat-free milk for this recipe. Whatever it is that you want to use. She says it seems like that works better. This is 2% because that's what I have. I'm not going to go buy special things for this little thing. So 3 tablespoons. I'm going to put that away. And then you would just decorate this how you like. If you want to put some just icing, or you can pipe some regular frosting on there. 1/2 tablespoon of vegetable oil. So I love this measuring set. I don't know where I got it, but it does have actually a 1/2 tablespoon, which is not typical, right? It even has an 1/8, which is nice. So 1/8, 1/4. It might have even been from Walmart. I don't know. I remember being inexpensive. 1/2 tablespoon vegetable oil. Let me get that going. Oh, there goes my lid. Sorry about that. And 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I like this vanilla. I don't know, I get it at Walmart now. I bought some in Mexico whenever we went there the last time. It's the same brand, Molina, and it's really great. 1/8 teaspoon vanilla extract. So I've seen it at Walmart, so if you can find it there. I think last time I used this in a video, somebody asked where I got it. Oh, a little bit more than the 1/8 teaspoon there. And I will be right back. Sorry about that. I went to grab the sprinkles. So this is just to mix this. So I've noticed a lot of these mug cakes, they don't have like egg. Same kind of thing with my easy bake ovens. It's usually just like butter, flour, sugar, a little bit of milk or water. No real egg in there. So I'm gonna keep mixing this just till it's nice and mixed through, because I can see I probably should have sifted my flour. And I'll be right back. It says to stir in 1 teaspoon of sprinkles and then the remaining half a teaspoon for like the top for your decoration. So I'm just gonna eyeball this part because my things are a little messy there. I'll just put a little bit. Okay. And before I put this in my mug or bunt, I am going to I'm gonna butter this only because we want to pop it out. With a mug cake, you pop it in there and then you just eat it out of the mug. But we do want to pop this out. I do want to use like the basic. These are like the more classic ones. They're so cute. Let's do this little classic bunt shape. And I'm gonna grab some butter. I usually use Baker's Joy, but since we're microwaving it, I don't know. Baker's Joy has like flour and stuff, and I mean obviously you're still cooking it supposedly. But I'm just gonna grab some butter from my butter keeper. By the way, this thing is a weird little invention. It's just a butter bell thing that I have from King Arthur flour. I'm trying it out, but people say you have to eat the butter pretty quickly because it still can go bad. It's just sitting on the counter, so it's spreadable. And it's not even that spreadable. It keeps it really cold. So, I don't know. I'll have to follow up on that one. Or you guys can let me know how you use yours if you use one. Okay, so I'm just buttering it. Just, again, because I want to pop it out, and hopefully that'll help it do that. Okay, let's get this in here. This is fun for me because I love my Easy Bakes. I have pretty much one from every era that they made, except for 2 of them, and that bums me out. I remember one time on eBay I won one of them, and then the guy all of a sudden decided something happened to it, and I know the price was kind of low, so I think he just didn't get the price he wanted. He said it broke. I'm like, well, yeah, sure. Anyway, the things that bother me. But yeah, I have one of each era that they made it, or year. So, really fun. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna put this, I always like to get as much of whatever I can. It says not to fill your mold more than 3/4 full. So this is, I would say about half full. Okay. And just cook in the microwave for about 1 minute or until cake looks done. And let it cool before you turn it out. So let me put this in the microwave. I have, you know, a heavy duty fancy microwave. I don't know. I'm just gonna do the minute like it says, and I'll be back. I'm trying to see what's going on. I can see it's growing, but you know, this thing wants to focus on the grill and not the food inside. But you can see that it's getting taller and taller. And we're at 14 seconds left, so we'll see. I went a full minute and a half. At 1 minute, just over 1 minute, I opened the door, and it's so funny because you saw how puffy it was. It shrinks down as soon as you open the door. It's like boom, or the microwave stops. You know, shrinks down. Then I was like, I don't know, because you know, I don't know, because it's a microwave. Like with a bake, when I bake something else, I usually touch it, and that feels pretty good. So I closed it up and I went 1 minute and 25, and that feels pretty solid. But again, it says to let it sit for a few minutes before you eat it or do anything. So I'm gonna let that sit there, and then I'll try turning it out. Okay, while that's cooling a little bit, what I'm gonna do is just make a little glaze. Now, normally I would wait for this thing to be completely cooled before I put the glaze, but you know, and that's just for funsies. You don't have to do anything like this. And I'm totally eyeballing this, so I'm just using powdered sugar. You don't need that much because we don't need that much unless you're making several cakes. And what's nice is that you could do the recipe, you know, 3 or 4, multiply it, and then just put it out in about half in each little pan. And then I'll use a little bit of vanilla. Again, like I said, I'm eyeballing this. You don't need that much liquid to liquefy this because if you put too much, it'll just become like mush. Well, not mush, but like a lot of liquid. So we have that, and I'm going to use like maybe a teaspoon of water. Oh, where's my, okay. I was like, oops, sorry guys, where's my spatula? And then since I'm just eyeballing this, if this gets to be too much, I'll add more sugar, but I think we're gonna be good. And as you can see, I use that brown vanilla, so it has like a maple color. But you can use vanilla that doesn't have color. They sell it, I think Wilton makes that. Oh, I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna set this to the side. It'll start crusting over, so you have to, but I'll just set this to the side for now. Not bad. Okay, this has been sitting here for a couple minutes. So usually what I'll do is I can see it's pulling away real easy, so I'm not even gonna mess with that too much. Aww. Again, you know, I don't know how to cook these things. It seems a little bit undercooked, in my opinion. Well, it's hard to tell because there's like moisture there. Let me pop it back in for 30 seconds and see what happens. I'll be back. So I think it is that this specific recipe has a lot of oil in it, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that down. So I did put it another 30 seconds just because, but as you can see, well, now that it's drying, it looks a little bit less shiny. It was just kind of shiny. I was like, Now, I went to read the instructions here, like what they're saying for the use and care and all that. It does say to prep the micro bunt with baking spray containing flour, which is basically my baker's joy, but I just use butter. So I think next time I will use the one with flour because the flour will absorb some of that moisture, right? That's created by the microwave. And then this is very thin stuff, right? So it's just gonna kind of go in there and melt down, and that's just so I can stick the little jimmies to it. But of course you don't have to do anything like this. I just want to do a little extra. So yeah, I put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds total. So what I'm gonna do is try to take a little picture. And I'm gonna try it again because this was a very easy little recipe to play with, so maybe I'll have some different pictures for you guys. But let me take a picture of this and I'll be right back. Okay, I think the next one I'm gonna do is a chocolate one, but I just didn't want to start with a chocolate one because normally those are like lava cakes, so I didn't want to pick a recipe online that I wasn't familiar with that's gonna make something that doesn't turn out right, because the point of that is for it to still be soft there, or liquid basically in the center, right? Aww. Let me cut this open. It smells really good because obviously it's like a little vanilla cake, but let me see this. It looks well cooked. Obviously the, what's this stuff called? The drizzle kind of went in there, but let's take a bite. It tastes like any other vanilla cake. Of course, it depends on your recipe. It's not super sweet. I wonder what that's about. But it's a little bit sweet. Cute. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to try it again. I'll have some more pictures for you guys. And I'll see you all at the next one. Oh, you know what I was thinking too? Is it would be really cute for Jello molds. So, just something to think about. Alright, I'll see you at the I'm gonna come back because this came out so cute. I have to show them to you guys. So I did the chocolate recipe I was mentioning. This one's microwave chocolate mug cake. I'll have the link for you guys in the description box. So you saw me just kind of whisk it all together or mix it all together. I did 2 minutes without opening the door. I don't care. Like when someone says a minute, I just don't think a minute ever does it. Even my mug cake book, everything's like 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm doing 2 minutes without even looking at it, and I just turned it out as soon as it was done, and look how cute it is. Oh my gosh. Perfect little cake. Adorable. Again, this is not a soft one. That's kind of what I was looking for. I didn't want the recipe to be a molten lava cake. But I guess you could do that, and you turn it out, it'll still just kind of melt, which might be something you want to do. But, so I have the other one right now, and then I turned it out as soon as it came out. I didn't let it sit there and start sweating and do funky things. I just turned it out. Again, I went longer on the time. I think even this recipe says 1 minute 30, and I was like, oh, 1:45, and I did 2. So there it goes. Let me grab the second one. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness, look how cute. And I'm just gonna turn it out. I did use Baker's Joy this time, and if you saw it, look at this. Yeah, that other recipe, it tastes good. Maybe it's not best for this, but again, that's what I'm saying. You kind of have to test it out because all mug recipes are made differently. Someone has a bigger mug, a little mug. They like it sweeter. They like it more dense. They like it molten. You know, there's all kinds of recipes out there. But look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very happy that I came back. I wish I would have just done it out here on the video for you guys, but it was just mixing the ingredients, just like you saw me mixing the vanilla one. This is a chocolate one, but it came out way more adorable. Again, I would let it sit here for a minute to cool off. So what I'm gonna do is let it sit for just a minute. I'm gonna put it on this plate. I'm gonna take a couple pictures, and then I come back, I'll drizzle it with some icing just because, but it really doesn't need the icing. Okay, but I'll be right back. Normally don't eat hot cake, you know what I'm saying? I usually let it chill, obviously cool all the way down, and then eat it. This one's a little bit colder. I suppose that one's okay. So I'll just take some of that same drizzle I used earlier, just to make it cute, but you don't need that. Look, see, I was just telling you, you have to be careful. It starts setting up because it's just confectioner's sugar and stuff, and it gets a little bit set up. Again, if you want to do this pretty, you go down the sides of, you know, where it goes, where the flutes go, but I just put it on here. We're basically going to cut into it right now. Again, you don't need that. That's just extra sugar. But I'll have the link for this chocolate recipe because this one worked out really well, and the recipe makes 2. So if you want to double the recipe, you can make 4. And if you saw in the video, I only filled them about halfway. So there's that. And you know what I like about this recipe? And maybe because I went long, I went 2 minutes. It's very firm, like a bundt cake would be. Oh, sorry. It's a little firm, a little chewy, kind of like a brownie. That's interesting. So yeah, it has more of a cake feel, but chewy like a brownie. Very chocolatey. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry, my mouth is full of a big bite of that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Again, links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.